Hey there, Hildian. It's me from... Yeah, sorry. Yeah, it's Noah from Epic Effects. Yeah, I told you me and Tom were going to do some solo stuff, and this is the first of many to come. So, as many of you know from my screwdriver, this is a Doctor Who review. Well, it's not an episode review, but more like the upcoming series review. So then, but it's not for anything like the trailer, but more like my thoughts on it. Like, well, basically what a review is supposed to be, but still. So a lot of people out there, maybe you saw them, maybe you're not. A lot of people think it won't be that good because of things like the emoji robots, Missy dabbing, small stuff. As for me, I personally think that it's going to be great in every way. So don't mind the small stuff, just focus on the best. But, yeah, I'm not here to convince you about it. Sorry. First time doing Doctor Who review on my or a review on my own, so yeah. So then, the monsters in this series are pretty retro. Well, most of them. Not most, some of them. The Ice Warriors. Supposedly there's supposed to be a new one, to give it a new kind of oomph or flair, whatever you want to call it. And supposedly this new one's a female. Should be interesting. Does look smaller and sharper. So then the Mondasians. Yeah, the Mondasians. Yeah, the Mondasian Cybermen. They seem kind of, well, as many people like it to be, well, retro. Yeah, the first Cybermen to be exact. So well, in my opinion, they seem kind of smaller than the current ones. But I guess that's the point. They're supposed to be more like us, rather than the final evolution of Cybermen, like the ones we know now, where they're all, well, basically there's almost nothing left of organic in them. So, I'm interested to see how these Mondasian Cybermen will fare any better against the Doctor. Supposedly their Peter Capaldi's fit. Not supposedly, they are. Well, yeah. So they're Peter Capaldi's favorite monsters that he's been asking for. It's curious, because they kind of, because, yeah, I'm really bad at this on my own. So the Mondasians, I'm interested to see if they'll act more human, like barely human, anything left. And they'll be harder for the Doctor to face because they're an old foe of his he hasn't fought, and he can't just do anything like blow them up or show them their humanity or something like that, like he did before. Although there has been speculation about whether they'll be the cause of his regeneration this series. Oh, and the regeneration. Personally, I think that it's kind of surprising that they showed the regeneration scene. A lot of people think it might be because he starts to regenerate at the end of the episode, at the end of this episode, and he holds it off until the Christmas special, but could be that it's a scene from the Christmas special, too. So for regeneration, there's also been this kind of teaser race saying there's going to be a different kind. So it might not be like explosive like the last ones have been. It might just be a retro regeneration, like where his whole body is engulfed in the gone regeneration energy, then he becomes someone else like the old Doctors, or it could be a completely new kind of regeneration. Let's see, the emoji robots. So many people don't find them threatening or just don't like them, but They do. They are pretty. They do seem to have that. So they should be interesting to see the Doctor fight. Who knows? They might not be the main villain, just something the Doctor has to fight off. That's being used by the main villain. In my opinion, I kind of suspect Missy has something to do with it. And speaking of Missy, she's coming. Looks like she's going to be involved with a dangerous new partner. As some of you may know, the multi-Doctor stories, the Doctor teams up with himself, so it looks like Missy's recruiting an older version of herself, the Master. Yeah, the Master should be able to be an interesting blast from the past for the Doctor, seeing as he's only fought Missy for a while. And the last time we saw the Master, the particular version that's coming back, the John Sim version. I've been thinking about which version of him is coming back, because the John Sim Master disappeared into the Time War at the end of time, in the end of the Time episode. So I wonder if Missy's recruiting him from the Time War, or if she's recruiting him right before the 10th Doctor and him fought in the end of time. But either way, this is going to be a dangerous duo. I'm curious to see how the Doctor's going to take on two Masters, and what they're planning. Oh, and this might just be the episode where we finally see the Master take on I meant the Master regenerate into Missy. I wonder if the Doctor's teaming up with an older version of himself too, like the David Tennant Doctor or Matt Smith Doctor. So whether he's teaming up with the 10th Doctor, 11th Doctor, or maybe even the 1st Doctor. I'm interested to see how this will play out. There's even been some speculation that Missy is having a hand in bringing the Mondasian Cybermen back, and that she's imprisoned the 1st Doctor behind those doors we see in the trailer of the Gallifreyan symbols. But however the series works out, I'm sure it's going to be one of the best. I actually find all of them best in their own ways. People tend to pick their favorite series, or maybe they like all of them. I'm one of the ones who like all of the series. Yeah, all the series. Sorry, if I mixed up my words there for a second. And going back to regeneration, if the Mondasians do cause it, it could be like the 1st Doctor, how the Mondasian Cybermen were involved, because where the monsters of the story where the Doctor regenerated in the end. So it could be a throwback to the very first one. Actually, it might just be if he's regenerating in this episode. But Peter Capaldi has been confirmed for a Christmas special, or it could just be a trick where they're trying to divert our attention to the Christmas special, where he's really going to regenerate in the finale. Or maybe he's regenerating at the end of the episode, and we see the new Doctor in the Christmas special. But whatever way it goes, I'm going to be putting out reviews for each of the episodes. So there you have it. 1st Doctor Who review. Oh, well, before I go, one last thing. The Master and Missy. I wonder how it's going to be the interaction between them, because the Master and Missy have different ways of fighting the Doctor. Because Missy's always been toying with him, never actually trying to kill him, though. More like torturing him psychologically. The Master, he actually tries to kill him. And the one that's been shown that might be coming, the version that might be coming back, not the, is the, well, it's still hint to John Sim Master is coming back, but which point in time he's taken from. This one's supposed to be taken from the end of time, or maybe after the end of time, where he disappeared into time war. So I'm interested to. So it's interesting to see how it's gonna turn out. But I've already talked about that. So, but what I'm trying to get at is how the Master is gonna feel about Missy, who he's gonna become. Oh, sorry about that. Yeah. So Cybermen, Ice Warriors, and Missy and the Master. It's a blast from the past, future, and present all at once. Well, stay tuned for more videos from Epic Effects and more Doctor Who reviews coming soon for each of the episodes. I personally am seeing the first episode, Series 10, the pilot, in theaters. So then, see you later.